iShowSpeed could be the fastest growing YouTuber in history. He's now sitting at 50 million subscribers, and just 4 years ago he had 10,000. The 17-year-old Cincinnati, Ohio native has dominated the platform, even at one point gaining 1 million subscribers in about 6 days. He has built some sort of a toxic and high-stress community that at times can push him off to his limits. But this may not be all his fault. After all, live streaming in general can attract some of the world's viewers, pushing streamers to lash out and react in ways that don't represent them very well. When it comes to speed, the lines between what's real and what isn't is so pathetic that sometimes it feels like you're not even watching a real person, but rather someone playing a character. Speed started his YouTube channel in late 2017, uploading NBA 2K and Fortnite highlights. 1 year later, he began live streaming himself playing Fortnite but didn't really stay too consistent with it. It was until April of 2020 when he got fully committed to live streaming with a face cam and interacting with about 5 viewers. His game of choice, NBA 2K20. I started this video by saying that Speed is 17 years old, but his age has been a bit of a mystery for some time. When he first started streaming, a person asked him in his chat what his age was.
How old are you though? Damn near 16, bro.
He was reluctant to give him a straight answer. It's very common for people on the internet to don't want to give their age. It's also common for young kids to tell people that they are older than they really are. The only reason why this matters is because very often in 2021, Speed did e-dates with Aiden Rose and various influencers, where he tells girls he's 19 so he will have a better chance of scoring a date with them, obviously misleading them because at that time he was actually 16. On the other hand, some people see this as harmless. It's more so just for entertainment and nobody's taking it that seriously.
The world continue. Would you reproduce with me?
No, because that means our kids will have to intertwine and then their kids, no.
Who gonna stop me?
He was lighthearted, funny and happy. If he took an L, he would get a little stressed, maybe have a little freak out, but nothing more than a typical gamer. He was able to play with a bigger streamer and he played really well. Got a shout out from him.
For my son iShowSpeed, the first son that I had played with, and shot nothing but green.
This got him a couple more viewers, maybe around 10 or so on average. Unfortunately, NBA 2K kind of breeds toxicity, kind of like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare lobbies. You can walk around the public gym and challenge random people to pick up games. Usually, the loser will just end up screaming into the mic all kinds of heinous things that are totally unnecessary. I mean, the games are competitive and trash talk is inevitable, but this game for some reason brings out the worst in people. Even in the early days, you can see it getting the best of Speed.
Shut up, bitch! Get your mama on the fucking ass and eat this duty booty!
He spent the summer of 2020 grinding the game and trying to build up his viewership. He was averaging around 20 viewers and would eventually amass 1,000 subscribers. Still keeping that positive energy, interacting with his chat and getting to know them. He would only get toxic when other people from the community would come into his stream and try to mess with him. They would call him names and challenge him to games he didn't want to play. Around this time, he came up with a winning strategy for growth on YouTube. He would do a 2-hour stream, then post 6 to 10 minute clips of the stream as a YouTube video with a better title, only posting the ones labeled funny reaction, because those got the best views. They were basically just builds of him freaking out and what caused the freak out. This was a great growth strategy for him and he stayed with this throughout summer of 2020. The Rage highlight video were becoming a staple part of his brand and was slowly becoming the thing that people wanted to see most from him.
Is you fucking serious, bruh? Is you serious, bruh?
He streamed and uploaded every day for months without fail. In October of 2020, he got banned from streaming because YouTube thought he was 12 and you need to be 13 to stream.
So basically, I can't stream no more, y'all.
This will be the first of many videos he would tell his child that he can't stream anymore. The ban will only last one day and he will get back the next day because YouTube was obviously in the wrong. NBA 2K21 came out and the community hated it. Aiden Rose was a big part of the game's player, leaving and moving on to different things. There was still a demand out there for 2K20 content, Plus, Speed would play as a unique position, a post score. Most content creators didn't play as this position. He figured out a way to be different. That what got him the attention at the time of that year. Things started to change a little bit. He was a bright, positive, happy-go-lucky guy, but his rage moments were getting more and more apparent now. He even had a person consistently commenting on his video, timestamping where he would have a freak out, which was making the audience just skip those moments instead of watching his play normally. Another ban.
I'm shaking right now because I can't believe this shit happened once again, bruh. I'm actually shaking right now because I cannot believe this shit's happening once again, bruh.
This video got him the most views I ever got thus far, and again he was back the next day. For the first half of 2021, Speed just kept on being consistent with streaming. He experimented with horror games and Fortnite, but 2K was still his go-to. One thing that started happening that still does to this day is being a victim of DDoS attacks. Basically, hackers who get his IP address either by knowing where he lives in real life or maybe he somehow leaked that information. They have the ability to overload his internet, so his streams will lag super hard, making it unable to stream. Every single time this would happen, Speed would run to make his broken heart videos.
Street! Oh my game, Street, and it's really messed up. Just why, bro? Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why.
If it isn't obvious why I call them broken heart videos, it's because he puts a little emoji in every one of them. He would beg these people to stop. It seems like at that time he couldn't really handle the trolling. Rushing to post his broken heart videos are obviously gonna fall even more attacks and make him feel like they won. Or his responses were for comedic purpose and he knows he's gonna get attention, growing his fan base and following. But the broken heart videos aren't just to address the hackers. He would also address his trolls. For example, he posted a video proving his child he takes his showers.
I take showers, y'all. So here y'all go. This is what y'all want. No more. Y'all promised me, bro. I love y'all boys. Like a sub. Let's get straight into it. Here we go.
And this other one where he says his real name, which I don't really think is his real name.
I'm done tired of it, y'all. Y'all want to know my name, y'all? It's my name. My real name is Jawan. It's not Frank. Y'all know what's my name? Jawan.
Streaming can get out of hand with trolls, but if someone gets pushed to crying just for people wanting to know their real name, or they feel the need to prove that they actually take showers, leads some people to believe that they may not be fit for this career. It is a very strange middle ground where people can't tell if he's actually upset by these things or if he's on some 600 IQ marketing strategy. But sometimes these things were going too far, like the jacket video.
My cousin gave me this jacket, y'all. I swear to God, now I just broke this shit, bro.
So what caused this was him losing the game, crying, harming himself, then ripping his jacket and basically for the entire game. And really this whole stream, his chat was saying rude things to him. So losing the game was actually the final straw. There are specific people that want to watch his content, generally toxic people. Even if he was joking and he's playing around or whatever, he got a low edgy sense of humor, that's fine. But you're still gonna attract people who just genuinely want to see you bully other people and be toxic all the time. So if you just want to have a normal stream but the chat wants you to be toxic, they're gonna take it out on you. Basically, his live stream from here now would be him playing a game, chat torments him and says a bunch of annoying stuff, and then he would handle it well, but about 20 minutes in, he would have a rage moment, and slowly rage more and more until he loses the game and ends the stream. Some days he handles his chat better than others, but every stream is filled with people trying to get him to freak out. Obviously, he can't control what they say. People could figure out a way to say terrible things no matter what. So leaning into the freak out and rage moment became a double-edged sword for him, because they were genuinely pissing him off some days and other days it's just trolling them back. Either way, it is a high-stress situation, but Speed is not even close to the first person who uses freak out as a way of growth. Freak out and rage moments have been a huge part of live streaming forever since video games are so damn frustrating. Paul Gatti, Flight Riot, and even Agent Rose mastered the art of freak out as a growth strategy. Anyways, for spring of 2021, he kept the same cycle of consistent streaming, rage moments, and broken heart videos. He had around 50,000 subscribers and was averaging more than 1,000, and so people on his chat. His last viewer started clipping his freak out and funny moments and posted them on TikTok. It got to the point where multiple pages have built a big following just by posting his freak out, and amount of views they were getting was just staggering. I think it also helped that Eden Rose was speaking at this time. He created an audience of people who liked edgy rumors and live streaming in general was speaking at this time. So Speed provided something that was similar but in his own unique way. In fact, he actually started a new trend that people really liked: barking. Speed started barking, then he got angry, which was some of the most popular clips that went viral on TikTok. The TikTok clips got a ton of new people interested in him. It even made him grow faster than ever. In March, April and May, he jumped from around 50,000 subscribers to 300,000 subscribers. But it was in June where it all culminated into something huge. He started putting his subscriber count on the screen and basing his stream on how fast he was growing because he was gaining subscribers really quickly. On June 22nd, he did his 400k stream where he just kind of passed time waiting for him to hit the milestone. When he was about to hit it, a ton of people watching started unsubscribing, hoping for a freak out, in which he did a little bit. Then 2 days later, he was about to hit 500,000 subs. Same thing happens. He got close, they would unsubscribe. He freaks out and everyone loves it. It became this little game watching his sub count go up and up. 3 days later, 600k subs. Then the next 700k. He went to bed and woke up on June 29th to find out he was about to hit 800,000 overnight. So he went live that morning. Then later on the same day, maybe 10 hours later, he was about to hit 1 million subscribers. In 24 hours, he gained 300,000 subscribers, and if you thought that was crazy, the very next day, June 30th, he hit 1.5 million subscribers. Obviously, Speed put in a lot of work until this point, but he also got lucky that hundreds of thousands of people were eager to see his reaction. As his sub count went up, it became some kind of a game for some people. He slowed down a little bit at the 1.5 million mark, but by the middle of June, he hit 2 million subscribers, meaning that in about 3 weeks, he went from 300k to 2 million. But at this time, he was growing like crazy and entertaining the millions of people that subscribed to him. So clearly, he took advantage of the situation and maintained their interest. After the Speed was done with NBA 2K, he has grown the game so fast. He knew that those people wanted him to be as crazy as possible. He also took a trip to LA to link up with Eden Rose and many other streamers. For some reason, watching them in person connect just changed the viewer's perspective. He'd also liked the viewers as part of the friend group. Plus, he seemed to be all happier. He wasn't giving in to the trolls and wasn't getting the DDoS attacks kicking him offline. When he went back to Ohio, he was almost exclusively trolling people on Omegle, more getting kicked offline and more broken heart videos. But something else huge happened. Speed's unforeseen music career began in August of 2021. He had a new hit single called Dirty Booty with a high quality music video which he was wearing his favorite shirt, backing and twerking with his boys. The song was actually very well received, which made him wanna do more music. He would start uploading his song every month and sometimes twice per month with over 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify, tens of millions of views on YouTube. Clearly, his fans are loving his music and truthfully, it's not that bad. He has a lot of potentials. For the fall of 2021, he just kept doing what he normally does, streaming Omegle, scary games on Fortnite, freaking out, dropping music which his song Shake getting over 20 million views on YouTube, barking, chat saying the most terrible things to him. What kept iShowSpeed wasn't a personality change or a clean rebrand, it was learning where the real limits were and not crossing them every single stream. And what makes his rise uncomfortable is that he doesn't follow the usual internet storyline about learning lessons or earning a redemption. Over time, his content started shifting away from just a desk and a camera more towards public appearances, travels, and unpredictable real-life moments. At this point, his position online isn't built on approval or respect, it's built on presence. He is recognizable, constantly visible, and capable of generating reaction. That alone is enough to sustain relevance, even when criticism never fully stops. iShowSpeed didn't escape the system or change it, he just learned how to survive inside it long enough for the chaos to stop being fatal.